Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing an all signs reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. It takes you right to my book online page. All right, let's get to your reading. The overall energy, wow. The overall energy of this reading is the Nine of Cups, soul fulfillment, heart opening. Wow. Beautiful. I love this. It feels like, wow, so many blessings are heading your way. Treasures. It feels more like a season of blessings. Feels like you are shifting how you learn from your environment. You are shifting from grasping victim lack to exploring getting your needs met, receiving blessings. It feels like you might have a belief like, well, then I would never have any issues again. But it feels like you're wanting to explore a whole different set of lessons of being the one who receives blessings. Feels like you're switching the story from a scapegoat type of energy, oh wow, to goat, greatest of all times. And wow. So it looks like you're learning how to receive blessings, how to be happy without grasping or clinging on to happiness and joy, allowing joy to permeate your experience. Wow. By feels like you're shifting a lot of paradigms, not only internally, but how others view you as well. And it feels like there's a mixed bag with you shifting how you show up in the world. It feels like there's some internal resistance because this feels new. It feels weird to have this much success, this many blessings coming in. Feels like noticing, being present with what arises. It feels like someone just kind of blown away by just not used to this, not accustomed to things going chronically your way. Wow. Wow. The hidden blessings. Oh my gosh. Blessings. It's like the universe wants to bless you. So it feels like your willingness to open your heart space, to shift how you perceive yourself. Your heart chakra is about self, is the halfway point, as above, so below. You're the bridge between the heavens and this reality. And it looks like not only because of your willingness to open your heart after it feels like a lot of pain, and instead of hardening your heart and closing off, you are opening up your heart space. You are softening in the face of adversity. You are healing and becoming softer and more pliable and more compassionate and more graceful. Your willingness to allow the difficulties to transform you into the highest version of yourself. Wow. Is also, it looks like you're clearing away those stories, those energies that are blocking your blessings. Your blessings have always been there, but it feels like you believed the story, the projections others had projected onto you. And so it feels like you've been fighting with those projections, with how others perceive you. And now you've taken your power back and you're deciding, this is how I perceive myself. I am me. And it feels like you're celebrating all of who you are. And that is creating an alignment that you are going to be in alignment more frequently. And just by the side effect of being in alignment, your blessings can find you. You can receive your blessings. And it looks like a lot of financial abundance. It feels like your reality is going to shift. Your physical reality is about to get a huge upgrade. I can feel all this energy coming in, and it's wow, it's amazing. Holy cow. All right, what you're leaving behind. The King of Wands in reverse. You're leaving behind a lack of passion, a lack of courage, not going after what you desire and what you want, not allowing others to put out your fire. It feels like you have found your courage, and so you're leaving behind insecurities, instabilities. You're leaving behind a lot of fears that have kept you small, kept you repressing who you are, what you're capable of. You're leaving behind inaction, not going after what you want, not believing that you can't. It feels like you're really showing yourself what you're capable of. And you're leaving behind anything in doubts, inaction. It feels like you're really showing yourself what you can do. And it feels like you're cutting out what other people believe about you. And this empowerment is making all the difference. Wow. How to get the most of this energy is the Tower in reverse. Some of you might be holding on to structures, relationships that aren't for you. Others of you, it looks like you have learned how to work through towers, how to cut through delusions. You don't want something. You're not interested in someone telling you what you want to hear. It feels like you're interested in the truth. You're no longer interested in delusion. So the energy of the Tower is this energy of two people coming together, and they create a delusional relationship. And so they build these bricks around themselves, around their relationship, and they separate themselves from the reality that's outside and stay in this delusional tower. And they keep building this delusion up and up until the delusions inside the tower cannot be sustained. The reality comes crashing in, and the walls fall down, and the people are left with this cognitive dissonance, realizing that their reality is not what they thought it was. And so how to get the most of this energy is being present with what is, not being delusional, not trying to tell a story. It feels like you have learned or are learning the art of being present. Being present with what is. And it feels like this is a superpower. Being present with the uncomfortable feelings that arise without trying to escape or push them away. It feels like you are bringing in this energy, your light, into your lower chakras. It's starting a path of mastery. Feels like in the past you've been exploring what others say you should do, which is kind of delusional. It is. It looks very in the tower like, well, this is what I was told to create within relationships. This is how I was told to show up. This is how and something happened. The tower came, and it looks like the tower was happening for you so you could wake up, so you could see your world clearly. It feels like this has been a very painful experience, having to recognize the delusion and start going within to find your answers, to find your own alignment, to find who you really are and who you prefer to be, not trying to be someone for someone else. Wow. All right, what's supporting you right now is the Queen of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse is someone who is deceptive. Someone who can't handle the truth. Can't it's a feminine energy. This toxic feminine energy needs to hear what she needs to hear. She doesn't want to hear the truth. She wants someone to tell her what she wants. She wants to get her needs met. But instead of seeking the truth, she just wants someone to tell her what she wants to hear. It's interesting that that's what's supporting you. Okay. It looks like you're realizing that people telling you what you want to hear creates more burdens, creates I don't want to hear about it, I don't want to see. That type of energy is leading to exhaustion. I think you're willing in this energy to see and feel what's uncomfortable. You're no longer like, I don't want to hear that, I just want everything to be fine. You have this inner strength that you are developing so you can handle what is the reality, that you're no longer willing to accept delusion. Yeah, you're going within to find your answers. What's working for you is it feels like you might isolate to find your answers, to go within. Feels like you've cut out the middleman. People telling you if you're acceptable or not. It feels like you're deciding. You're nurturing and loving your heart. You're learning how to stay present with uncomfortable sensations in the body, uncomfortable feelings, uncomfortable emotions, and not judging them. This is what I get. It feels like you were raised in a family, a society, a religion that villainized emotions. They're bad emotions. like you're only allowed to be happy, and the acceptable 8 pack of Crayola crayons of happiness, of expression, good emotions. It feels like you are not judging how you're feeling. You're not avoiding it. You're not spiritually bypassing how you're feeling. You're learning how to deal with these uncomfortable emotions, and your willingness to sit with and regulate yourself. Learn how. It's like you're reparenting yourself, and you're allowing yourself to feel these uncomfortable emotions, which frees you. What's been stopping you from feeling these uncomfortable emotions are fear. I'm afraid this is bad to feel these things. This is horrible. Something's going wrong. Instead of, hey body, hey, what's going on? You feeling uncomfortable? I'm here. It's okay to feel these emotions. As a matter of fact, it's necessary. It is part of my human experience. It's information, and I'm ready to learn how to have these emotions, these sensations, that this is a part of the experience of being my highest and greatest good, my willingness to be, to stay present. Wow. Have you noticed that these kind of messages, this is new for me, like really kind of putting my hand on my heart and my belly, and kind of, it helps me stop trying to see and figure out and kind of obsess up here, and sending my energy into my lower chakras, my care, my love, allowing my lower chakras. Lower does not mean less. They are at a different vibrational frequency, but high vibration is not the best. These are important, and it feels like they've been villainized and criticized, and it feels like ignoring, repressing, pushing away emotions instead of realizing their importance. It feels very important. So, all right, let's move on to what to be mindful of right now is the lack of strength. This is an internal work that's happening. It's an amazing message that's coming through, and it looks like your willingness to feel, your willingness to face your fears is working for you. Being mindful of anxiety, being mindful of insecurities, instabilities, and instead of ignoring them, repressing them, escaping them, like, oh, I hate this feeling, being like, oh, what is this? What is this really uncomfortable feeling? Oh yeah, it feels like I'm afraid to mess up. I'm afraid of others perceiving me as something other than I perceive myself. I'm afraid of being wrong, of being ridiculed, of being abandoned. I can just kind of tune into fears that are making me feel uncomfortable. And by being willing to feel them, it's interesting that they roll in and roll out. My feelings and emotions no longer have such a strong reaction. It doesn't it doesn't make me feel like I'm bad or I'm doing something wrong. I'm just listening, being present with whatever arises. That looks like that's the advice. So, wow. Beautiful reading. I hope that's helpful. Thank you all so much for your supportive messages and sharing and liking these videos. Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying these readings because I enjoy doing these readings so much. So have a great day.